I'm excited to bring on our guest of honor today. Maybe if you don't know him, this man is the creator of the AiMM suite. Maybe you've heard of this product called Arrow. He's the creator of Arrow. Maybe you've heard of a product called Red Light, Green Light. Maybe you've heard of a product called Market Maker Trends. And now I am so excited that we are about to launch the Market Maker EA. And I'm excited to bring on the man, the myth, the legend, the mind behind all of this and the creator of it, Mr. Nathan Williams. Brother, I appreciate you being on this call. I'm so excited about this moment. And I appreciate all you do for this community. So I'm going to turn the call over to you.
Appreciate the intro. That was a lot right there. I don't know how to follow that, but I appreciate everybody getting on the call today. We're going to make this quick because you guys have heard me speak on the software before, but there will be some testimonies at the end so that you guys can hear from others that have been utilizing for the last couple of weeks. So let's just jump straight into it. Time is money. All right. So as you guys can see, it says the Market Makers Trend official software launch. All right. So this is official. All right. Meaning that it will not be in your hands 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 100 days. You'll have access to it today. All right. You'll have access to the software today. Trading will commence on Sunday. All right. So market open Sunday, but you'll have access to go ahead and get set up today so that you're ready to roll. All right. Why Sunday? All right. So just like any other technology, you have to ensure that everyone knows how to use it. All right. So when you have access to it today, all right, videos will be in the back office that you can understand how the software works. You can understand how the settings work. You can understand some of the expectations. All right. So that you can be well informed. All right. I talk about it a lot. You have to be well informed. All right. Just because Matt received, had 35% gain, doesn't mean you will have the same gain if you don't know what Matt did to get those gains, what settings he utilized. All right. If you go and use some other settings, you may not get the same gains. All right. So it's all about educating yourself, making sure that you are properly educated on how the software works and how to use it. And I guarantee you it's not that big a deal. We'll go through the settings today and you'll see just how easy it is to use. All right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Nathan Williams. All right. Trading comes down to buying and selling. All right. But most traders actually fail at trading. And one of the biggest reasons is because traders do not understand the best or when is the best direction to trade in. All right. That's it. All we do is buy and sell. Customers don't know when to buy. Most traders don't know when to sell. But Market Makers Trend was created to be the solution to that problem, to help you understand in what direction you should be trading and when. All right. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle is battling yourself when it comes down to greed and things of that nature. And we'll get to that because the software takes care of that as well. All right. So Matt read you guys a disclaimer. Here it is again. All right. We're not going to go through it again. Just know that past results not indicative of future results. All right. And here's the quick agenda for the day. We'll go through 5 simple topics: strategy, risk management, settings, the Nemesis virtual assistant, and results. All right. So let's jump into it. The strategy. Strategy is simple for you. It wasn't simple for me on the back end, but it was simple. It's simple for you. The software will let you know on certain days when market has reached its peak, whether it be a peak low or peak high. In this example here, this is US 30. So you can see for the last week, US 30 has been selling off. Why? Well, as you can see, on May 5th, it reached a peak high. And since then, it has been selling off. All right. Now you understand the best direction to sell. And if you look at it, had you sold at the precise time, you're a winner. Now you know in what direction to trade. And as you can see over time, price has been moving lower. All right. Simple as that. Really is that simple. And that is what the software does on its own from that standpoint. All right. Next is risk management. So risk management is important. Most traders do not understand risk management. Most traders are not taught risk management. Most traders don't care about risk management because most traders' goal is to make money. But to make money and make it consistently, you need to have risk management. So here are the top 8 risk management features of the software. Number 1 is RR. RR is risk to reward. That's the abbreviation for it. It is set at 1.53. So what does that mean? That means for every dollar you lose, you will win $1.53. For every dollar you lose, you will win $1.53. So if you only win half of your trades, you will always be profitable. And I can tell you the software has a higher win rate than 50%. But in this scenario, you could be a F trader, F, 50%, that's an F in school. You got an F grade, actually an F minus. You could win half of your trades and still be profitable because you have proper risk management. All right. RR, risk reward. Number 2 is non-hedging. All right. So there's opportunities in the market, as you guys know, especially with volatile pairs where, price may be going in one direction, news comes out and automatically swings it in the opposite direction. And so this software does not allow you to hedge, meaning that it will not have you in buy trades and sell trades at the same time. So if you're currently in a buy and it has not hit take profit and the trade reverses, and then the software detects that you're now in a sell trade and a sell entry pops up, it will immediately close out your buy trade, either in profit, break even, small loss. It will not let that trade go all the way to stop loss. And then it will immediately put you into the opposite direction, all right? Allowing you to, again, be taken out in slight profit, at break even, or a small loss, and not allowing you to just go ahead and lose the entire trade, all right? Next is optimized stack trades. All right, so this software allows you to be as conservative as you would like or as aggressive as you would like. Well, maybe not as you would like, but as aggressive as what's allowed, and from a standpoint of that aspect goes, it comes down to your number of stack trades. You can actually select the software to only take one trade at a time. You'll see on the software, again, we'll talk about it in the setting in the videos, where you'll be able to see where all the entries are at. But it may not take those trades because you may already be in one trade. And if your setting is set to only be taking one trade at a time, it will only take one trade at a time. It will not open up another trade until that current trade is closed in, at a profit or a loss. All right. But if you decide to do a progressive, all right, then depending on the asset you're trading, and we're only going to start off trading DAX and we'll be adding from there. All right. So we're starting off with DAX, or German 30, which is the German indice. All right. The European indice was very similar to US 30. That asset allows for 3 trades at a time. That's been optimized and it was found to have the best risk settings, so it doesn't overexpose your account, and the best profitability. All right. So next, number 4, max daily loss stoppage. So what this means is, let's say you take 4 losses in a row within a 24-hour time. Actually, I'm sorry. If you take 4 losses within a 24-hour period, the software will stop working. It will no longer take trades for you. All right, because at that point, and again, this has been optimized as well, but at that point, apparently the market is either ranging too much or there's too much volatile news, which you'll see a lot of this if you don't have your news filter on, which is number 6. We'll talk about that. And so the software will stop trading for 24 hours. And it won't be a full 24 hours, because if the first trade of that 4 trade sequence, was 6 hours ago or 3 hours ago, once that 3 or 6 hours has passed, the software starts trading. As long as there are 4 losses within a 24-hour time frame, it will not take trades. All right. It's all about keeping your capital safe. All right. That's what it's about. Preserving your capital. Number 5, profit locks. All right. What is profit locks? Profit lock means that once the trade, again, just so you guys know, the stop loss for trading DAX is 470 pips. The take profit is 720 pips. But as we all know, sometimes price doesn't get to take profit. So we have optimized profit locks. So there are 2 profit locks that when price gets to 470 pips in profit or 680 pips in profit, without hitting take profit, it will actually move your stop loss into profit, securing the trade. So let's say you're up a 500 pips and then it turns around and reverses on you. Well, it will lock in over 300 pips. All right, ensuring that you have what? Ensuring that you secure profits. All right, there's no reason to have that set, and you get 600 pips in profit, 120 pips away from take profit, and then it turns around and hits stop loss. All right, so it's insane to have that. So this is another risk management feature to ensure that you preserve your capital as well as grow your capital. All right. Next is the news filter. All right. As we all know, news, especially in this day and age, and in this economy, news sends price moving in a very volatile way. And so there's a news filter. All right. This news filter will check for through Forex Factory. All right. And it will check for USD news. It will check for Great Britain pound news, GBP, as well as EUR or Euro news. Why? Because these three pairs, all right, these three currencies, the news around these currencies affect the DAX or the German 30 or the DE 40, whatever your broker delineates this asset as. All right. So it's all about, again, safeguarding. You have the option for the news filter. You can turn it on, you can turn it off, things of that nature. All right. Next is the equity and profit protector. All right. What is this? All right. We'll start off with equity protector. The equity protector, if you say, hey, I'm only willing to lose 10% a week, then great. If you happen to lose 10% in a week, the software will no longer trade for you until the following week. All right. Not allowing the software to continue to trade and take losses. All right. Profit protector. Let's say that, we all know, and I preach it all the time, when you've reached your goal, stop trading. Manually, it can be difficult because you're still looking at the charts. I can tell you guys, I will be a testament. And if you are a believer in this, drop some 333s in the chat. If you're a believer in this, catching pips on your own is actually more exciting than allowing software to catch pips for you. It's something about doing it yourself that is more, you get more out of it. And so this software, again, you'll see and just wake up and see like Matt did. He woke up this morning and saw profit and it continued to grow, as the day went on. If this is you and you're manually trading, it can be hard to stop because you feel invincible. You feel like you can't lose today. All right. Well, the software, you can set a setting in there to where it will automatically stop for you. And then it'll pick up the following week. So for Matt, he gained 35% today. If his goal was, let's say 30%, once it hit 30% profit, it stops trading for the week and it'll pick it back up next week, allowing you to preserve your profit. Because guess what? Every time you have a trade on your account is at risk. So if you have the opportunity, like Matt did, to gain 35% in a week, why not stop trading? And with the software, it would do it for you so that you don't have to worry about it. And then you just wait till the next week for it to pick back up. All right. And then number 8, no trade trap days. All right. We all know, and if you don't know, Sundays as well as Fridays are what we call trap days. These are where the algorithm, for those who don't know, the actual market maker algorithm, is designed to trap buyers and sellers specifically on Sundays and Fridays. It's just the way the algorithm works. All right. And so you have the option to not trade those days if you do not want to. All right. Again, like the disclaimer said, it's at your discretion. So you have the opportunity, to turn this off or on. All right. So speaking of the settings, let's take a look at the settings. As you can see here on the settings, very simple. Trade entry type. We'll start from the top and work our way down. We'll go briefly. Trade entry type. Mine is set to progressive. If you double click that, you see he's got a little arrow there at the far end of that box. You can select that down arrow and select single to where it will enter in 1 trade at a time, or progressive. And for DAX, that will be 3. It'll have a max trade of 3. Sometimes you might be in 1 trade. Sometimes you might be in 2. Sometimes you might be in 3. You'll never be in more than 3 trades at a time. All right. Max spread allowed. All right. Depending on your broker, you may want to increase or decrease your spread. All right. I would tell you that this default of 300 pips, or I'm sorry, 300 points is sufficient. And if you keep it at default, you'll be A-OK. All right. But you can adjust your spread to allow for you to enter in trades. At times you may not have it enter in. I wouldn't recommend that. I'll give reasons why in the warning section when I make the videos. Again, this is why watching the videos before you actually get to use the software is going to be important. All right. So those are the trade settings. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the risk settings. You will not have access to actually put your own lot size in. All right. It's going to auto calculate for you. So risk is based on historical drawdown. That first line right there, you'll be able to select aggressive, moderate, or conservative settings. All right. I will teach what each of those will consist of. So for example, Matt was using moderate settings. Moderate settings are risking 2% per trade. All right. So we'll kind of go over what that looks like, so you guys have a full understanding of what every setting means. So you'll be able to select that. And when you select that, it will look at your broker. It will look at whether you're trading DAX or DAX mini. It will look at your account balance, and it will put on the appropriate lot size for you. Because that way you don't have to worry about selecting the right lot size. All right. We talked about the weekly equity protector and weekly profit protector. There they are. Default settings come at 10% loss for the week and 20% profit. All right. Next, we'll talk about the session settings. All right. If you don't want the software to trade all day, you can adjust the software to not trade all day. I have these settings in here at 1800 to 1100. Now, what does that mean? To make things easy, we have optimized this setting to always be in Eastern Standard Time. All right, meaning that all you need to understand is what time of day Eastern Standard Time to trade, and correlate that to the chart. You're good. You don't need to worry about your time zone. You don't need to worry about your friend's time zone. Eastern Standard Time. So 1800 in Eastern Standard Time is 6 p.m. This is in military time, or 24-hour time, as it's called. So 6 p.m. until 11 a.m. And the way it's set is that's 11 a.m. the next day. So the software does know I'm talking about the next day. So I've got mine set to start running at 6 p.m. today, so this evening, and then it will stop at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I select 11 a.m. and I'll explain why in the video. You got to come and learn out. Again, you'll learn something new about the DAX or GER 30, all right, the German 30. Trade Sundays or trade Fridays. These are the trap days, market open to market close. You see I've got Friday turned off, got it on false. I got Sundays turned true. You can do whatever you want, all right? Again, I'll talk about my strategy and why, all right, in the videos. Got to come watch the videos, all right? Next, utilizing the news filter. This has been changed, all right? Because now you can actually update the news filter in minutes. So when you guys get it, I'll go over it. But as right now, it shows it will not trade 1 hour before news, and it will not trade 1 hour after news, all right? Keeping you what? Out of the most volatile times, preserving your account, preserving your capital, all right? When you guys see it, it'll be in minutes. So if you guys want it to be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, that you can have, all right? The alert settings, again, you can get alerts to your mobile phone. You get alerts just to your computer. That's all set up there as well. All right. And that is it for the settings. All right. I'll go over these in detail on the video so that you know exactly what the settings do and what they mean and how they affect your account. But they're very easy. Doesn't really take away from the overall strategy itself. All right. And we'll now move on to my favorite, the Nemesis virtual assistant. All right. It's called Nemesis because typically, you know, the word Nemesis is, you know, your opponent, all right? And the Nemesis virtual assistant, all right, is a nemesis of the market, all right? So it is a, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, all right? So Nemesis, all right, its nemesis is the market. Therefore, your enemy is an enemy of the friend. You know, so it's a friend because it's an enemy of the enemy. And we all know that the market is an enemy because their job is to take money from you, not to give money to you. All right. So Nemesis will be giving you all the information you need. All right. It's the first of its kind virtual assistant for your trading account, designed to keep you informed about information such as 24 stoppage. So if you're wondering, hey, how come I haven't had any trades? You can go, and you see on a screenshot on the long one on the very bottom, you see it's on the experts tab. And again, I'll go over this in the video, but under the experts tab, it will let you know everything. It will let you know, hey, you know, it's been a 24-hour stoppage due to 4 consecutive losses. Hey, your profit protector has been triggered. Hey, your equity protector has been triggered. Hey, I did not take a trade because no non-hedging is it was triggered. All right. It'll also give you on-chart info analysis, as you see right there, to let you know how much you're risking per trade. It'll let you know what type of entries you have. Are you on conservative single entry, or are you on progressive aggressive entry? All right. It'll let you know your account balance, your daily change, weekly change, monthly change, total change, as far as your growth or loss. So you'll be able to look at the chart and understand from Nemesis, how you're growing or not. All right. It also lets you know what trend the market maker is in. All right. And the last thing is, it'll give you any reason or error on why a trade was not taken. All right. So if you don't have enough money, it'll let you know you don't have enough money, all right, in your account. If you are, for example, if you have it on single entry, it'll tell you it did not take the next couple of trades because you have single entry on. All right. Because you'll be able to see on the chart where all the entries are at. All right. If you are using, and you're in the United States and using the MAV version, it'll tell you here, you need to go and approve your trades. And just so you guys know, everyone here in the US, we have to use the MAV version. MAV stands for manually auto approve. All right. Which means you have to approve the bot to trade. That setting is going to be one approval every 24 hours. So that's another reason why we want to, set it for Sunday, because now it's a new week starting. You can decide when to approve the bot to trade if you're in the United States, allowing you to make sure you stay on that schedule. And if you don't, that's fine. Make sure you have the setting on where the bot or Nemesis is letting you know all the alerts. It's going to let you know you need to approve your trades. All right. So that is the Nemesis virtual assistant. All right. First of its kind to help you understand what's going on with your software, your account. All right. That is it. That brings us to the results. So we'll end this here and bring on some of the guests to be able to talk about their results. And I will try to sift through. Actually, I'm not going to go through. There's too many comments. So I'm not going to answer a lot of the questions. All right. I'll answer these questions to you guys in the video. So make sure you watch the videos. I've seen a lot of questions while I was reading the presentation, so I'll try to get that to you. But I will pass this back to Matt so that he can bring on our other soft launch group members so they can kind of give their testimonials.
Absolutely amazing. I can tell you, this is by far the simplest EA that I have ever used. I mean, it really is. The settings, Nate, I mean, just you and your team, hats off, just how simple these settings are. Not having to try to calculate in my head what lot size to what 1,000. Hey guys, is it 1.01 to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 25? All these questions is mitigated because you guys have made it so simple just to be able to go through and do you want to be aggressive, or are you risky? Do you want to be really moderate where I was at, or do you want to be really, really safe, right? And those are three settings, and it's so simple. And I love what you guys have done here. And so I'm going to bring on a couple of people. We had a beta test group. We went in and we stress test this thing, and we went aggressive. We went small accounts, big accounts, you name it. But we all had different results. And so, Indrek, I'm going to bring you on, brother. I know you're excited. Europe is about to catch on fire like no one's business, man. And we're about to sweep across there this next couple of weeks. But Indrek, why don't you come on and just share with everyone your results and your settings, your account size, and really, your experience with the Market Maker EA.
What's up, AP family? I'm super excited, and I'm not the guy who's really hyping things over. So I'm really two legs on the ground always, but this thing is getting me so excited like crazy. And by the way, meanwhile, where Nathan was talking, my EA closed another 5% gain at the same time when Nathan was talking. So yeah, it is maybe aggressive account what I'm running. So it's a 100K account, and it's super aggressive. I have made like 40% in the last 2 days. So it's crazy, but for sure it's too high risk. But I have been trading like 3 years with only EAs and focusing only EAs, turning to 3 years. And I have seen a lot of things, and this is mind-blowing, really. And I really like the approach to the market what Nathan has, like always risk management, and give some ones in the chat who has ever blown an account. So this is history now for sure. And Nathan is really like focusing how to protect your capital, and because it's hard to build up your account if you blow this. So I really encourage you to test it out, and I promise you're gonna like it. So that's all from my side.
Awesome, Indrek, man. That's awesome. Congratulations on your results. I can't wait to keep seeing all the results come out of this. Jaak, man, if you could unmute yourself and share with everyone your experience. What were you progressive? Were you aggressive, or were you progressive? What settings were you on? What was your account size, and what was your experience with this EA?
It's still kind of difficult to believe that it works as good as it does. I've been running 4 different accounts, and one of them has not been taking any trades, but it's probably something with from my side. The 3 other ones, one is 100K, just a demo account. When Indrek said that it just took another trade for him, I went and checked what he was talking, and yes, indeed, instead of 7% profit today, it made a little over 8%. And then I have running a small account that is 500 euros. That one made around 12% today, running on moderate risk. And then a 1,000 euro account that has really low leverage. That one made around 30%. So I'm still kind of baffled, and my brain is not wanting to accept that this is really happening.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is amazing. I mean, it's one of the things I heard you say is earlier, and also Indrek, is these risk protections that Nate's put in place to be able to protect your equity. That's the most important thing, is we want to protect your equity. And there was one time, in the beta test where I was up. I went to bed. I was up about $1,000, and that night the market turned, and I woke up and I was in $38 profit. What I loved about that is I wasn't a negative $1,000 in profit, right? I didn't lose $1,000. I was up 38 bucks, but the EA closed out my stop loss, so I didn't lose anything. And since that, he's actually increased the stop loss to be a set stop loss that's way more tight, and so you won't. It's amazing when it turns the other direction how the stop loss will catch it and get you into a bigger profit now. And so it's absolutely amazing. Thank you for that testimony. Donta Lewis, brother, man. So happy to have you on here with us. Share everyone, your account size, your settings, and what your experience has been with this Market Maker EA.
So one, I just want to give a massive shout out to Nate the Great, man. This guy is incredible. He blows my mind, like, with just his ability to take some concepts that are like just extremely high end, very difficult to understand concepts, and just make them so simple and so easy to swallow for the average person. Like, I just believe that what we have here is incredible, and I just want to give a shout out to Nate. I got put in the soft launch group, I think, 2 weeks ago. I had 3 different accounts that we made. The 5K one is the account that I had that was trading DAX, which is what's going to be released to everybody. And that account has done well over 20% since I set the account up. And we're talking about like less than 10 trading days, which is just absolutely ridiculous to me. So I just want to give a massive shout out to him. But one thing I want to acknowledge is that like this thing trades like a real trader trades. Like I trade full time regardless of using a tool or software or not. And it's like, because of that, like in my mindset, when I'm taking real-time trades, I'm having a tight stop loss, having a seasonable take profit, trailing my entries that I have as they go into profit, not taking more than, 2-3 positions on one pair to make sure I don't over leverage my account. Like these concepts that are key in being successful in real trading, that sometimes when you look at some EAs, you're like, what is this thing doing? Like, I don't even understand what's going on. Like when you watch the market maker operate, you will have great confidence. There'll be no fear. Has anybody ever anybody here who's used the software before, ever looked at your phone and been like, I hope EU turns around, or I hope GU turns around, or I hope whatever pair it is turns around because it's trending in one way and I need it to switch back in order for me to be able to get out of this trade. And it's like that concept of using an expert advisor is not a factor in this tool at all. Like, it doesn't trade in a way that gives you those same kind of vibes. It literally has a hard stop loss. So if the trade goes the other way, you can take a small loss, but that's totally fine. We want to get people comfortable with how it is to really trade, and how trading really looks is being comfortable with small losses and taking advantage of your wins consistently over a period of time by risking your account properly. So it's like the fact that this thing trades how a real-time successful trader would, I believe is incredible. I believe that it's made for the average man. You just saw Nate put in the chat that it works on people with $100 accounts because they can use DAX Mini. So it's like, we're talking about anybody in the world being able to start and get a part of this process and start using this and start growing and compounding their money. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. And I'm really excited about that. So I just think that it's really, really powerful. I do think I see a lot of people in the chat talking about using it on getting funded. I would make it a priority first to use and definitely leverage on a demo account and then into your own money until you understand it. I feel like anybody who just tries to throw it on a funded account without knowing anything is going to be frustrated because you're just jumping into something. You want to make sure you understand how it works in detail before you go and try something like that. But I will say that it does have potential to knock it out. And I've seen people pass the challenge with it, and it's been pretty freaking incredible. So shout out to Nate, and I'm excited for this launch. Let's go ahead. Sunday's going to be super exciting. Let's see how many people have their accounts set up by Sunday night, because I know I will be one of them.
Yes, awesome, Donta. And I have some great news for you guys. You guys want some great news? You guys can now, as of right now, you can switch. You can go and switch to the market maker EA. Now, here's what I want you to all know, and please listen, because somebody will be like, you missed it. Tomorrow, being Friday, when the market closes, okay, tomorrow and Friday, when the market closes, the codes will be live, okay, when the market closes tomorrow, Friday. So right now, you can go in your back office, you can switch, okay? Or if you already have 2 other products, you might want to upgrade and get another access pass, and then you can go ahead and put that into your VPS, okay? Then on Friday, tomorrow, when the market closes, the codes will go live, and then that way you can get everything set up and get it ready for Sunday night when the markets open up, so that you can start profiting in a big way. So biggest thing I have for all of you is to make sure to watch Nate's video, watch exactly how this thing works, know that it works on DAX, and understand the difference between DAX and DAX Mini and what the different settings are, and get yourself set up for success. So we are officially live. I appreciate all of you being on this call. Let's go out. Let's share what Auvoria Prime has created with the world. If you know people in London, if you know people over in Serbia, get your tickets now for these events in the next couple of weeks as we go out and we launch Europe in a big, big way. Nate's going to be out there. Donta's going to be there. Our president's going to be there. It's going to be a loaded event. I've already seen the tickets go through the roof. It's going to be amazing. So thank you guys for being on this call. I cannot wait to hear about your success with this EA and all the products that Auvoria Prime has to offer. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's go.